Hello everyone, Ant here from Ant FM. Welcome to the channel. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different and a little bit crazy. Now imagine if for this season every game in English football had to have a winner and a loser and draws were no longer possible. Well, today that's what I'm going to be doing. I've changed the database so that every game in English football that ends in a draw has to be decided by a penalty shootout. So everyone, if we take a look at the Premier League table before the season starts, now it does look similar to a normal league table, the difference being there's no draws column. Instead we have wins by penalties and defeats by penalties. Now every league in England's going to follow these rules this season. I think it's going to throw up some crazy results across the season. We might see teams sitting in the league where they're not expected to be, but that's the beauty of it. So let's get straight into it. Now after week 1 we've seen 2 matches decided by penalties in the Premier League, with Bournemouth v Wolves and Burnley v Crystal Palace, both decided by penalty shootouts. On the opening day of the Sky Bet Championship, no less than 5 matches were decided by penalties. 3 matches in League 1, 4 matches in League 2 were decided by penalties. In the Vanarama National League, we saw 4 matches on the opening day decided by penalties. Only 2 matches in the Vanarama National League North. But on the opening day of the season, the Vanarama National League South threw up the craziest results, as no less than 8 of the 12 games were decided by penalty shootouts. Now, as I say, I do think it's going to throw up some strange results, so let's simulate to the end of the season and see just how much this rule change would affect the English game. So everybody, the end of the season's here, all the games have been played. Man City win the Premier League with 96 points. The new rule hasn't made a lot of difference to them. They played 5 penalty shootouts, winning 3 and losing just 2. It did, however, make a difference to the final European place, with Everton grabbing it. Newcastle could have done it, but they lost 10 of the 13 penalty shootouts. At the other end of the table, Luton, Sheffield United and Bournemouth go down. Now it could have been a different story for Bournemouth, as 15 of their matches went to a penalty shootout. They only won 6, they lost 9. Ultimately, that has seen them relegated from the Premier League. Now another thing I've noticed with this experiment, a lot of the teams towards the bottom of the leagues sacked the manager and they had lost a number of penalty shootouts. So whether this was because of the new rule change, I don't know, but it certainly played a part. Now if we go into the Championship, Leicester and Leeds go up. Not a big surprise there. However, Leicester go up on 114 points and they did win 9 of their 11 penalty shootouts. The big story though, Millwall go up. They had 20 penalty shootouts across the season. They won 12 of them, and that's how they ended up in the playoffs and getting promoted in the final via a penalty shootout. Now if we look at the bottom of the table, Plymouth, Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday go down. Sheffield Wednesday played 15 penalty shootouts this season. They won only 3 of them. That's why they've gone down. It's the same again in the Championship. A lot of clubs sacking the manager. Sheffield Wednesday got rid of theirs. Now if the penalty shootouts had gone the other way, would they have been a lot higher up the table? Yes. Would they have sacked the manager? I very much doubt so. Now into League 1, Derby and Blackpool are promoted. Charlton in the playoffs. Now the one that stands out for me in League 1 is Reading. They had 18 penalty shootouts. They won only 8 of them. if they'd have gone the other way and they'd have won a few more, they would have been promoted from League One. And at the bottom, it's heartbreak for Oxford United. They finished level on points with Stevenage, just a goal behind him in the goal difference chart. But they played 19 penalty shootouts, winning 9 and losing 10. If one of them goes the other way, they survive in the league and Stevenage go down. If we take a look at League 2, MK Dons go up. They were predicted first position, so no shocks there. But Sutton United join them and go into League 1. The media predicted them to finish 19th. They came in second place. Now, they played 14 penalty shootouts. They won 9 of them. That had a massive part to play in their promotion to League One. Crewe Alexandra's games, 21 of them ended in a penalty shootout. They won 10, lost 11. If it had gone the other way, they perhaps have made the playoffs. Maybe even automatic promotion. Colchester and Barrow go down. Colchester had 8 penalty shootouts and won none of them. That's why they're relegated to the Vanarama National League. Speaking of the National League, York City and Woking go up. Woking had 14 penalty shootouts. They won 12 of them. That's why they are promoted. One that stands out in the National League to me, Kidderminster Harriers. They had a massive 23 penalty shootouts, winning 14 of them. If they hadn't have won them, they'd have been in serious trouble as they finished the season in 16th place. I think they'd have been in some real bother without them penalty shootout wins. Ebbsfleet, Wealdstone, Oxford City and Barnet go down. Barnet faced 11 penalty shootouts, winning just 1. With this new rule change, you've got to practice your penalty kicks. Just 2 more leagues to cover now, starting with the Vanarama National League North. Favourite Scunthorpe go up. South Shields are promoted, who were also predicted to finish 3rd. That's where they finished. They go up via the playoffs. Farsley, Blythe Spartans, Banbury and Rushall Olympic go down, so no real shocks there. Finally, the Vanarama National League South. Chippenham Town are champions. They were predicted to finish in 13th place by the media. They had 17 penalty shootouts, winning 11 of them. They were level on points with 2 other teams. Goal difference is done it, but them penalty shootouts have made a massive difference. Tunbridge Angels are the other team. They were predicted to finish 4th. So that's about right. Now the relegation spots: Braintree, St Albans, Dover Athletic and Weston-super-Mare. Now Weston-super-Mare will be kicking themselves. They played 14 penalty shootouts, winning just 3 of them. That's why they've ended up facing the drop. So everybody, that is the end of the video. It's been an exciting one, a bit weird. I do hope you've enjoyed it though. It didn't make a massive difference to the Premier League winners, but we did see a number of promotions and relegations that we probably wouldn't have seen without the new rule change. Now, if you have enjoyed the video, remember, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments below if there's any ideas you'd like to see me try. Any FM related content, I'll give it a go. But until next time, goodbye from me.